I think that'll pull a lot of people in. My boy got gut worms, bro. That's my little bro. Actually, I'm gonna call him. You got gut worms, buddy. No! He's whipping it out. It's not drunk Rimworld. It's not. Drunk Rimworld. Ma'am, I hate to inform you, but you're blind. Hop the broom out and just feel around for the dirt. It's your boy Shags, and I just want to do a quick shout out to the guys that watched episode 1. Thank you guys for the likes and the comments, and I'm really excited for you guys to see episode 1 of Rimworld, so enjoy it. Last time we left off, we had our little room area, we had our research area, we had our storage, we had our power plant, we had cotton and corn growing. This was our kitchen area and our dining room, and we were working on a production area. We probably need to haul all these stone chunks because they get really annoying. You can see they're laying around. You got marble chunks right here. In here you have granite chunks, and I don't think it really helps the room. I think they look pretty ugly, but just let me double check. You have this whole you have a bunch of buttons down here. They can show you a bunch of different stuff. The room stats display, if you click it and hover over a room, it'll show you impressiveness, wealth, space, beauty, and cleanliness, and that's how you can gauge how pretty a room is. This one does the room stats display, and then if you turn that off and then turn this one on, that'll just show an orb, and then you can hover things and it'll show areas of beauty and stuff. So right here there's not really like any dirt or anything on the ground, but if you hover over, like, you can see this corpse that I have right here. The corpse is going to be like -49. It's not, nobody wants to stare at that. This is what I was thinking. You see, you got all the piles of dirt on the ground, which are going to be negatives, but the chunks are going to be -8. So you don't really want to leave a bunch of chunks and like random crap in your buildings. And before I make an area and deal with that, I will explain mood. So you have things that make you very happy and things that make you very upset. Very low expectations is something that they'll have when they first drop into the world. And it basically gives you a few weeks to work out everything, because they know, like, I just crash landed on this planet. I'm not going to expect to live in a mansion. But eventually the very low expectations will go away. So you need to make sure you can get rid of these negative effects. And when this mood goes down, you have your extreme break threshold, your major break threshold, and your minor break threshold. And you'll get notifications when your certain colonists reach these thresholds. But if it goes too low, then there's a % chance at any time they could have a mental break. And that could be social fighting, that can be them setting things on fire, that could be them walking up to colonists and just yelling at them, giving mood debuffs to the other colonists getting yelled at. They could dig up corpses and literally just put them on your dining room table, and then everyone else is disgusted. So it can get really bad. So it's important to keep the mood of everybody up. Kind of want to look at this screen every now and then and be like, can we work on this? Can we work on this? So I'm looking at the barracks, obviously, and I'm like, we should get them rooms, but you just have to prioritize. Is it important enough to do right now, or should we be working on something else? Frogs is hunting the yaks. Oh, okay, that's right. We did set some task for him to hunt. If we click over on wildlife, this is the hunting tab. These X's are the taming. So if you wanted to tame a wild animal, for example, you would just hit and it would have a check mark, because you can't hunt and tame an animal at the same time. So let's take the boomalopes. 10% chance and 10% chance. So every time you shoot them or every time you attempt to tame this animal, there's a 10% chance it gets upset and it'll try to fight you. Early game, we definitely stay away from this for the most part. All the power turned off because we don't have somebody hauling. The wood-fired generator needs fuel. It's 0 out of 75 right now, and it's fueled with wood. We need to set somebody to do that maintenance. So we need somebody on this. If we want to go ahead and start getting them on it right now, what we can do is we can click them, And we could just right click and say prioritize refueling the generator, but that would make him wake up. That's going to disturb his sleep. It's not really that big of a deal right now. So instead, we're going to shift click. And if you shift left click the prioritize refueling, what he'll do is we'll queue it. So he won't stop his current activity, which is sleeping, but it'll be queued as the very next thing he does. So whenever he wakes up, he's fully rested, he'll go and refuel the wood fire generator. If you want to change somebody's name, you can go to bio, go to the top right here, rename colonist. Welcome to the colony, Seiji. I'll try to treat you well. We'll go with Reds. And that first colonist I had already named Zeta. That's my little bro. So we got our 2 subs in here named, and if we get any more people in the colony, I'll make sure to look at the comment section, and if you want your name to be one of the colonists, I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. But whatever happens to your colonist, I apologize in advance for that. We don't have any money, so we sold all our silver in the last video, so the only thing we can sell is leather. If we want to sell leather, that's if they have anything like worthwhile. So every time I trade too, I try to make sure our warden takes care of it, and the main reason for that is their social skills. Right here it says warden, and if you look at somebody's bio, for example, there's no warden. Look a little closer into it and hover over warden. It says relevant skills is social. So the higher social skill you have, the higher skill you are at wardening. He's refueling. I don't really care. I want to go ahead and look and see what he has. So this is what they have, is what's going to be on the left right here. And what they'll buy from us is going to be on the right. I don't really think we're going to be able to buy anything from them. We'll just not do that for now, and we'll just get back to the task at hand. So to craft walls, we're going to need stone cutter's table. So the reason that all of this is steel, which is why everything looks gray, because we don't have any wood in our stockpile right now, which I'll work on in a second. But if you don't have any wood, all of this stuff's going to show like the next highest material that you have that it can make it out of. So it's going to be steel. What we want is whenever he's working to make the stone, he's going to have a stockpile to work out of. So that's when we make the dumping stockpile zone. You can see those are chunks. So usually you have a dumping stockpile zone for chunks. We'll do storage. Contents is what it has in it already, which is nothing. Then we'll clear all. Drop these menus down. You can open them up and get more specific, but we just want chunks. I might make a alternate stockpile zone just for that. I'll make them like up here. I might do that. And then I'll just clear all again. Corpses, human-like animals. And we'll do... We'll allow fresh and rotten. If you say we only want rotten, they'll move all the rotten over here, but what if you have a non-rotten human corpse? Well, that's still going to be ugly, but they won't haul it here. So the workaround of that is to check mark both of these, allow rotten and fresh, allow both of them, but set the priority to low. And then come over here to your fridge area and then set priority to anything above low. So this way they'll take the fresh animal corpses and put them here, and they'll take the fresh human corpses and put them in the dumping stockpile zone, because we haven't allowed human-like corpses in our kitchen. Another thing is if you double-click on something, it'll hover and show all of it. So sometimes I'll zoom the map out, and then I'll click it, to see if we have any out here. Because if we scroll in like super narrow like this, it's only going to show us what's in the screen, so it wouldn't have shown us this wood. So sometimes I'll scroll out, double click to try to see everything. Oh, and we researched machining. So we'll pause the game real quick and we'll see what we want to do next. This tree is huge, by the way. You can go all the way through all of this stuff that I'm showing you right now. We're not going to pay attention to any of that right now. We'll just kind of go little by little. But there's certain lines that connect to each other. So, for example, if I was trying to build this harpsichord right here, I couldn't unless I had the priors. So, prerequisites being I would have to research the harp. And smithing, so you can see the lines that go to it. So I can't go like all the way here to all these gray things and be like, oh, I want a hospital bed. You know, that's not how it's gonna work. You have to research the earlier stuff, but you can still research decently far into things. But you know, I would stick with trying to cover some of your bases here, like the simple stuff like smithing, maybe getting plate armor for your melee colonists so they're less likely to die. And another thing, it's usually my downfall, but I'll try to research things that are cool. Like, oh, I want auto doors. And then people don't have to take time passing through every door they go through. Or I want sterile materials so I can make sterile tile. Or a TV for recreation. Sometimes it's more important to focus on the defense of your base and the defense of your colonists. So I would always research those things first and then come back around and research the things that are more fun or are convenient for you. But we have 2 really good melee colonists. So if we can make like a longsword or a longsword and a spear for them, that'd be pretty cool. So I might just do that. So we'll go ahead and orders, chopped wood. We have a manhunter pack. We have 1, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. Wildlife, and scroll through them all, make sure there's no other manhunters. This is where you can see if an animal's a manhunter or not. So we have 2 of them. So I think we can handle it pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably just gonna get all of my colonists to go right beside all of these guys. And so here you can see them coming down. If you scroll out to like the maximum, neutral animals turn blue and manhunters or enemies turn red. So it's a little easier to see than move across the map. So we'll just post up. I'm posting up right here. Holy, we have another bulk goods trader. That's kind of crazy because 1 is here right now. Yep, there you go. And they killed him off just like that. Perfect. There's so many people over here. It's kind of insane, actually. Like, what do you guys want from me? I can't offer you anything. I have no money. I don't have any silver. There's nothing I can trade you for. I'll see what you have, but the odds that I make a trade is slim to none. I think I just want to sell that for now. Yeah, right now I need to get some floors in this building. Our corn's 21% grown, our cotton's 32% grown. We got a good supply of meat right here. We actually need to move this over here. We need somebody to start hauling. Oh, and they left a pila. That's pretty cool. Spears for throwing take a long time to throw, but 1 hit can do heavy damage. This weapon represents a bundle and can be thrown over and over. I think it can be melee if they're up close, but if they're far away, they'll throw it and do range damage. I'd never used the pila. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if it's a good weapon. I just always see it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So we're getting wood. We're starting to build this structure. Let's see, our grid excess is 1,000 watts, which is actually a lot. Like, if you look at this, power needed for this cooler is 200 watts. So in theory, we could have 5 more coolers, and we would still be able to power it with these 2 generators. And since they're on the same network, if you go over to the power tab in the architect, you can see they're connected. So since they're on the same grid, their power output and the excess is going to show for both of them instead of just one. Had a wild boar, self-tame, and it's now called Wild Boar 1. And my poor husky got sick from a plague, so hopefully we can heal him up. So this building is fully done now, and it looks like Rez is taking care of the rest of the trees that we had in the area, which is good because I'd like to get a little stockpile. Oh, cool. A long blade research is done, so that's good. Let's see. What are we gonna work on? I'm thinking we can make plate armor. Might as well. We're right here. I'll do that. Oh, and you can see Zeta. He just hauled that, so he's starting to work on the collection right here, getting it all in the pile, getting them out of the houses. So you can see, dude just cleaned and hauled the rocks out. So if you take the beauty display now and hover it in here, 0.6. So the beauty went up a lot just by keeping it clean. I wish I could have somebody just stay on cleaning right now, but it's fine. There's not too many. You know what? I might actually get him to do those steel slag chunks. I'll look around the map and see. These ship chunks can go ahead and be deconstructed because they'll yield, I think, 1 or 2 components and some steel. So we'll go ahead and get those. Zenji has started a fight with Zeta. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Left arm, left leg, left femur. They're fine, they just got some bruises, they'll sleep it off. We've actually been able to handle ourselves a lot better than last time. You know what? I don't like this cougar just waiting around our base to get hungry again. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna take him out. Yep, run away. Run away. It's too late, buddy. You're dead. Moving a little closer. Hold the gun. Cover it over here. Yeah, there we go. That got your attention. Alright, let's go. Send in the artillery. Oh, we got raided? Oh no. Why now? The game knows. The game always knows. Okay, yeah, it's one dude with a knife. But he doesn't like the fact that he's wielding a steel knife. Interesting. He's a waster, so he always needs drugs to survive. This type of gene, being a waster. It says immune to toxic, pollution, almost impervious to disease, can ingest as much psychic and wake-up drugs as they wish, but they must consume some form of psychic. The only reason I was looking at it is because I was like, there's a potential to make him a colonist, but he's not going to be a colonist because we can't take care of him, and then he's going to have like drug withdrawals, and then he's probably just going to die or have mental breaks and cause us more trouble than it's worth. Oh, we got him. Shooter. 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 Okay, nope. Nope. And nope. There we go. Heck yeah. That was easy. And he dropped a knife. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, we got cargo pods. Let's see what they are. Oh, snap. We got medicine. Okay. have to pick that up for me immediately. 18 medicine on the ground like that? That's kind of insane. Plate armor's done. Let's go. Okay. What can we work on next? What's important to work on next? Flak armor? Start going straight into flak armor. And then once we research that, we can go from there. But we will go ahead and get another thing of hidden conduits going right to the middle. My boy got gut worms, bro. That's disgusting. Who was it? Zeta? You would get gut worms. That's my little bro. Actually, I'm gonna call him. You got gut worms, buddy.
No! Why'd you let this happen?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you, but that's your fault, man. I don't know what you ate, but you got gut worms. Be better next time. I don't know. Stop eating dirt, bro.
Be better?
Yeah.
I like dirt.
Why do you like dirt?
Don't knock until you try it. Do you like this angle?
I don't like that angle. No, he's whipping it out. It's not drunk Rimworld. It's not. It's not drunk Rimworld. All you guys just want the worst for me. I'm gonna get another beer. I haven't even had any beers, bro. I don't. You know what I want to build actually that I think would be cool? A small bookcase. And I want to put the small bookcase in here, right there. And then he's gonna get the wood for it. Yeah. And then Seji's reading. Puts the book there. Boom. Now if they read the book, they should read it in this room, which we're gonna try to make beautiful. But we need to focus on this production room first, for real. So we'll put an electric smithy in right there. Put an art bench in right there. We'll put. We have a stonecutter's table. A smelter right there. And we'll put an electric tailors right there. Darkness. Been in the dark for a while. Don't like it. Might need to get some more lights. No cleric. This is important. I'm going to pause for this. Archotechnist must have a cleric. And this would be part of a DLC, I believe. Ideology. Okay, that DLC is real, and I'm pretty sure this is part of it. Arcno. Okay, Archotechnics. Technists. Archotechnists. Yeah, Archotechnists. I'm never gonna say that again in my life, just out of embarrassment for myself. What we should do is make a ritual room where we can perform all the rituals for our ideology. So, that's probably gonna be next. Is it that important? Somewhat impressive dining room. Somewhat impressive rec room. Let's go. And the thing is if you put your recreation in the same room that you put the dining room in, they'll both be the same, right? So they go to the dining room, and then let's say there's a chessboard in there, which we can make right now if we wanted to. They play chess in that room, but then they also eat in that room, and then they're like, wow, these are both somewhat impressive. So then they get 2 buffs. So it's really nice if you make one room very impressive and make that a dining room and a recreation room. So we might try to do that. Oh, snap. I totally forgot about the dog. I'm not gonna lie. I can rename the dog. Quick Bunny with a lot of numbers behind it, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna put Quick Bunny. Quick bunny right here. Wow. You are officially the pet of the high techs. Really the best role that you could have, to be honest. You got the dog in them, bro. So we got the art bench. So I don't actually know what the builds for this is. Okay, we can make, this is what we researched. The longsword, the breach axe, I think the spear. So to fill the same ingredient requirement, you'll need 10 times as much as usual. Yeah. So if it requires 170 metal, it would require 1,700 silver. Steel is what we would probably build it out of. Something that is a little durable. I don't know if I want to make that right now because we're about to build flak armor. We're like halfway through research of flak armor. So we might just wait, honestly, for the flak armor to come through and go ahead and make long swords. Don't make it out of anything else except steel. You can also adjust the allowed crafting skill. Let's say you have a few people assigned to crafting, but I want this long sword to be made by the best person, and he has a skill of 11. So push it up. So if somebody else is crafting, but they have a skill of 4 or 5, they're not going to be able to even start crafting this long sword. So, but the only crafter we're going to have on it right now is good, so this doesn't matter. And you can also assign a specific person to it. Another thing maybe to note if you're new to the game, if you left click, it'll pop up as a 4. And if you left click, 3, left, left, left. If you right click, it'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Left click, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right click, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can mess around with that by just the clicks. Blind healer. A blind healer is a person in the colony. She wants to talk. You can send a colonist to hear what she has to say. I mean, come on. I don't think that I would ever turn that down. I'm definitely going to hear her out. I've never heard that before. And I've played this game for a good amount of time. So a blind healer is very interesting. Please talk to Flint. Small withered woman stands in front of you where her eyes should be. There are only scar-crusted holes in her flesh. Just for context, the last time I accepted somebody into the colony and it said you sensed something that is not telling you, there ended up being 12 man-hunting foxes on my map, and they absolutely just... That's what they did to me. What are the odds it happens again? I'm gonna accept her. Come on. She's putting the corset on. Okay. And she's sleeping on the floor. So we'll just go ahead and build a copy of this bed because we're gonna need another one, it seems like. Put it right there. Let's see what the log. Social and bio. Jogger? That's awesome. That means she moves super fast. That'd be cool. Void fascination. Flint is strangely intrigued by unnatural entities and is easily enthralled by them. Okay. Abilities. Unnatural healing. Use dark psychic influence to heal somebody. The process will stop bleeding, restore blood loss, and can even heal significant injuries. However, it may also have unexpected side effects. Okay, well, no, see, this is interesting. Ma'am, I hate to inform you, but you're blind. A blind person can do anything they put their mind to. Hold on, it says, if you see right here, where it says indoors and outdoors right here, we hover inside, it says unroofed 1. Which will hurt the production rate. So to see what the hell's going on, there is a roof Roof. Yep. We put a column there. A little bit of a roof there. Because the columns can support the roofs. But that kind of ruins my whole putting a light in the middle of the room strategy. But this will still fit everything in there. I'll put it right here. Ship to the stars. This is the main quest line. So if you don't have any DLCs, this is something you'll actually end up seeing. But then you jump to where it's at, and it's usually across the map from where you are, which is not easy to get there. So that's the flag right there, and our place is where? Where are we at? I think we're somewhere around here. We're here. This is us. This blue house. And we would have to go quite literally across the entire map. We got the column up, we got the light up. It's looking good so far. He's working on the production of the melee weapons. We're about to get those up. I probably will put some art or something in the kitchen area and get that started and going. The smithy, or this electric smelter, we'll get it set up to make more metal out of slag, which I'll do that in the future episodes. The stonecutter's table, we'll start making blocks with everything and starting to work on our defenses a little bit more, because our wealth is starting to spike up a little bit. So we just need to make sure we stay on top of everything. But for now, I think that's going to be it. Yo, what up, guys? Thank you for watching episode 1. I'm trying to stream more this weekend, so I should have more content out for you guys before the weekday starts. Hopefully. Or maybe I'll be able to put content out earlier in the week. But same thing as last video, if you type in chill in the comment section below, I'll make your name one of the colonist names. So have a good one. Thanks for watching my video, and stay chill.